Coming up on UIWtv, we show you why the C in Cardinals stands for Community Service. Ever wondered what makes us UIWtv? Our senior members tell us all behind the scenes. And then, whether you're from a different country or just from down the street, we take a look at what makes UIW a home for all.
Hello and welcome back to UIWtv. My name is Emily Reyna.
And I'm Macy Lipke.
We hope you're all having a great week. How's your week been, Macy?
Pretty good. I've been very busy. What about you?
Me too. So much work to do. But the weekend's right around the corner and we're almost halfway through the semester now. Let's take a look at what's been going on. One of UIW's very own has been named the Texas Clinical Teacher of the Year. Cardinal alum Micah Hunter graduated just last semester, but she's taken no time earning the statewide recognition during her first year teaching at Woodlawn Elementary. The award honors teachers who demonstrate exceptional ability to plan and execute strategies that support learning for all students. We're so proud of you, Micah. UIW had an exciting turnout for this year's Meet the Mission volunteer event, with over 200 members of the community showing up to lend a helping hand.
Every September on Meet the Mission Day, University of the Incarnate Word students and employees volunteer in the San Antonio community.
I feel like now I'm more aware of the things that we can do as a community to help families and impact others. It doesn't have to be anything big, but even like the small things can help to contribute.
The Ronald McDonald House was one of the many organizations that benefited from Meet the Mission. The Ronald McDonald House provides families with sick children a place to stay when traveling to San Antonio.
Some of these families are not able to receive the care back home, need to see a specialist here in San Antonio. So wherever the case may be, they get to stay with us at no charge.
ComArt students banded together to help move furniture, put up donated signage, and organize and stuff envelopes.
Some of these families are in the hospital all day and they don't think about what am I having for dinner. So our volunteers help fill in those gaps, so we definitely appreciate all that.
The facility currently houses more than 20 families. This year will mark the 11th anniversary of the University of the Incarnate Word's first Meet the Mission. For UIWtv, I'm Marcus McGuire.
Meet the Mission will return next year in September of 2023.
Miss San Antonio, USA is spreading her message of voter responsibility right here on campus. Crowned pageant queen and UIW student Abigail Velez celebrated National Voter Registration Day outside the SEC, along with Councilwoman Terry Castillo and Dr. Lisa Evans. The event focused on the importance of making your voice heard through elections. UIW's Edeling Center for Civic Leadership and Sustainability also announced they will be providing transportation to voting centers on October 25th through the 26th and November 8th. A recent study by the Zebra shows that 1 in 4 teens don't have their license because they're too afraid to get behind the wheel. And for good reason. Vehicle crashes are the leading cause of death for teenagers in the U.S. We took a look at how a major car chain is hoping to build young drivers' confidence and their skills with a free driving course.
We all know red light, green light, but what happens when those aren't enough to get us safely where we need to go?
As a parent, I can't teach an accident. I can't teach a spin out. I can't teach somebody on the freeway who she may be going 75, 80 miles an hour, cuts them off. She has to make a quick lane change.
Ford is hoping to help bridge that gap with their free Driving Skills for Life program. From losing control of the vehicle to practicing obstacle avoidance, students get a chance to learn the less obvious ins and outs of being behind the wheel.
And the best part is, you don't even have to have your own car. All you have to do is sign up online, and you get to drive one of these. But what we learned pretty fast is, you may be in for a bumpy ride.
One of the first things kids learn is how to get out of a skid.
They're basically mimicking like icy roads. So if we lose control in an icy road, how to stay in control.
Now all this is made possible by this little contraption right here. Now this is what makes it possible for students to hit that skid without ever having to reach those dangerous high speeds.
So we modified the cars to do it at a much lower speed so they can get that education in a dense, laughable, like overall mile per hour with somebody critiquing them in a very professional manner with minimal to non-existent danger.
The program travels the nation and spent this past weekend here in San Antonio. But wherever they go, the impact is the same.
They give a really positive message and it makes me want to be a better driver. And it's very fun, but also very educational.
With UIWtv, I'm Joy Bergen.
The Ford Driving Skills for Life program is off to its next stop in Detroit, Michigan. To keep an eye out for the next time they're in San Antonio, you can visit drivingskillsforlife.com.
We're sure you've seen them. Hordes of monarch and painted lady butterflies flooding the streets and yards of San Antonio. October marks the annual migration for these important pollinators. Ishel Villarreal joins us live from Brackenridge Park, where these butterflies often pass through on their journey. Ishel?
Thank you, Emily. I'm here in Brackenridge Park, where the Texas Butterfly Ranch will be holding their annual Monarch Butterfly Festival. The festival celebrates the annual monarch butterfly migration, where the iconic insects travel thousands of miles from Canada down to Mexico for the winter. Their arrival usually lines up with the Mexican Dia de los Muertos celebration, and monarchs have come to symbolize the souls of loved ones who have passed. Texas Butterfly Ranch workers tag the endangered monarchs for data collection purposes, and community members can tag a butterfly with the name of their deceased friends and family. Throw in some dancing and activities, and it'll be fun for all ages. The event starts this Saturday, October 8th, and is open to the public. You can visit the Texas Butterfly Ranch's website for more information. Reporting live, I'm Ishel Villarreal. Back to you.
Thank you, Ishel. Monarch butterflies were just recently named endangered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. So it's great to see these conservation efforts like this one. As you walk around campus, you may have heard a lot of different languages being spoken. But did you know that these different cultures find a place in common in the intercultural house?
Like you're in America, you're meeting people from Spain, from Brazil, and from France. So you literally just have like experience from everything.
The Intercultural House, or just iHouse, is a living and learning community where domestic and international students participate to talk about global issues and different cultures.
We have a very diverse community, and it is a very active and engaging group of students.
This year, the UIW family has more than 450 international students representing 80 countries all around the world.
We just want this group of individuals to really just talk about, commonalities, what is the differences, and how can we just be global citizens.
During the semester, Cardinals have the opportunity to interact with different cultures through various events. Last week, a traditional Japanese dinner was this first experience.
All the countries and all the kind of foods, and it's just like building your character and you're being more responsible.
To be part of the Intercultural House, the students make the request during the application for housing.
Usually we're all in our comfort zone in our country, so it's really like a unique experience.
For UIWtv, I'm Julia Di Napoli.
This year, UIW has one of the highest numbers of international students.
A call to action for the Cardinal community. UIW students are pulling together to conquer the Texas Special Olympics Collegiate Challenge. The friendly competition focuses on which Texas university can raise the most money to sponsor Special Olympic athletes in their upcoming national events. The challenge runs until October 15th, and they need your help. If you'd like to support our Special Olympic athletes, you can visit the Special Olympics Texas donation page on givebutter.com. Here at UIWtv, our station is dedicated to keeping you informed about all the latest happenings in and around San Antonio. But our station has grown a lot since our launch all the way back in 2009. We decided to take a trip down memory lane and explore how our station has turned into the award-winning team that we are today.
UIWtv is the student-run news station here on campus. The studio started out as just a green screen, but has since evolved to the physical set that you see today, thanks to the public education grant from the city of San Antonio.
My favorite part about working with UIWtv is the people. We really are a team, and we're all working together to put this product out there, something that we can be proud of, and we're all helping each other, asking questions, learning together.
All of the station's content is created by volunteers, students in the TV practicum class, and UIWtv officers.
Standby camera 2.
At UIWtv, students can learn valuable skills for a future career in news. It is a great opportunity for hands-on learning and gaining experience on a live news station.
It's like a big family because we get to work on something that we're all passionate about. At the same time, we're also here to support each other.
The station is award-winning and has received several student production awards from the Lone Star Emmy Educational Foundation. This year, Comm Arts students have been nominated for a total of 15 awards.
I think I will continue working on UIW television, whether it's as a volunteer or if I'm taking another class that requires me to do it, and I very much look forward to still being a part of it.
If you are interested in volunteering for UIWtv, visit UIW Engage. For UIWtv, I'm Emma Gawley.
If you have a knack for production or journalism, or are just looking to try something new, you can always volunteer here at the station. Visit UIW Engage for more information.
Cardinals, it's that time. Let's take a look at our social media question of the week. This time, we wanted to know, what do you like most about fall? You can find our questions posted on the UIW Comm Arts social media pages. We'll send it over to Entertainment News after the break and come back to our social media question later in the show. Until then, don't go anywhere. UIWtv will be right back.
You are watching UIWtv.
Welcome back, Cardinals. I'm Janelle DeJesus, your entertainment news insider for today. Let's get started. Oktoberfest is back at UIW today from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Skyview parking lot. The annual event is hosted by Campus Engagement to bring a little piece of Germany to the Alamo City. The traditional festival originates in Munich, Germany, and celebrations often include parades, food, music, and of course, plenty of beer drinking. Also happening today is Hungel Day. The event, happening at the Westgate Circle, kicked off at 11 a.m. and will plan to wrap up at around 2, so be sure to catch it while you can. Hungel Day is a holiday that commemorates the Korean alphabet and celebrates Korean culture. The event is set to have giveaways, music, snacks, gift baskets, and activity booths. It's been the year of the comeback for many organizational events, and San Antonians are glad to participate. Disability SA has been holding inclusion events throughout the summer.
Children laughing, live music rocking, and clowns popping balloons are all familiar sounds echoing from Yanaguana Garden once again.
So every tent is a different organization, and they're all putting on a different activity or game that is aimed towards stimulating the kiddos' senses.
Disability SA aims to create opportunities among individuals with disabilities. Lining the aisles of the park, information booths were available for parents to ask questions and gather information on local resources.
The Believe It Foundation has been part of this for a few years now, and
we're just coming back after COVID, so it's a great opportunity to really let the community know what's out and what's available for them, because a lot of parents don't know that all these resources do exist.
It's the last inclusion event of the summer, but don't let FOMO set in. Disability SA has many upcoming events to attend.
I think this is a really great idea. I think a lot of people were scared because they think you have to pay for things, but everything was free, so it's good to just get out there and try things.
If you're looking to get hands-on and have some family fun this fall, visit disabilitysa.org and click their calendar. Reporting for UIWtv, I'm Katya Harmel.
Disability SA is always looking for volunteers, advocates, and sponsors. If their mission speaks to you, visit their How to Get Involved page online to learn more. Don't miss the UIW theater production of Boy. Directed by Gabriela Ramirez, the production explores the tricky terrain of finding love amidst the confusion of sexual identity and the inextricable bond between a doctor and patient. The show begins this weekend, October 7th, 8th, and 9th, and will continue into next weekend, October 13th, 14th, and 15th. Don't miss it. The 2022 SA Black Film Festival begins today and will continue until Sunday. The 4th annual festival will be showcasing a series of films, TV series, awards, and interviews with filmmakers. The goal is to promote cultural diversity and Black empowerment through film by incorporating diverse perspectives. Tickets can be purchased online at sabiff.tv. There's a lot going on in the artist world, so let's take a look at some music in a minute. Not much has changed on the Billboard Top 100 charts, however, Harry Styles' As It Was finally dethroned after spending 26 weeks on the board. Now sitting at number 1 is Steve Lacy's Bad Habit from his hit album Gemini Rights. A new track also quickly escalating is Unholy, a new hit song by Sam Smith and Kim Petras. If you guys are tired of your same old songs, however, some new albums are coming your way soon. Debuting her 10th studio album, Taylor Swift will be releasing Midnights October 21st. That same day, Arctic Monkeys' new album, The Car, will be out. However, if you are looking further down the line, Louis Tomlinson's very anticipated second album, Faith in the Future, will be out November 11th. A big source of entertainment these past 2 weeks was Harry Styles' Love on Tour. He performed 6 nights at the Moody Center on UT's campus in Austin, Texas. He announced his residency show a few months ago after his UK leg. Harry's from around the States, but especially Texas, traveled to see him perform his brand new album, Harry's House. Many UIW students, including myself, had the honor to experience such a magical show. That's all for Music in a Minute. Moving on to a mini version of The Final Cut, plenty of great films are currently in the box office, including psychological horror Smile. The film follows a therapist who begins to experience supernatural activities after witnessing a traumatic incident with one of her patients. Careful though, many reviewers are calling this film one of the scariest to be released in the past few years. Also dominating the box office is T. West's A24 psychological thriller Pearl, starring Mia Goth. The film is a prequel to the film X, released earlier this year. Last, the filmmaking headlines is Don't Worry Darling, starring Florence Pugh and pop singer Harry Styles. Directed by Olivia Wilde, the film gained lots of traction following the drama between Wilde and Pugh. Reviewers didn't seem to be too thrilled about the film, but hey, maybe you'll have a different opinion. And that's all for this week's Final Cut. That's all in entertainment this week. After the break, we'll check out what's going on in sports news. Until next time, I'm Janelle DeJesus for UIWtv.
Good to see you. I'm Anthony Flamia, bringing you all the UIW sports spirit. Let's dive right in. The college football season is in full effect, and our Cardinals are dominating their opponents on both sides of the ball and are currently in good standings with a 4-1 record. After suffering their first loss of the season to Southeastern Louisiana on September 24th, they bounced back this past weekend to beat McNeese State here at home 48-20. Quarterback Lindsey Scott Jr. had himself a game, throwing for 347 yards and 4 touchdown passes and 3 on the ground. 3 of those passes going to senior wide receiver Taylor Grimes, who had himself a game with 8 receptions and 115 receiving yards. Head coach G.J. Kinney had this to say about the team's performance.
Our guys are resilient. They came out ready to play, and it was good we were able to put some points up. They came out a little bit different defense than we expected, so it took us a little bit to adjust, but our guys played really well.
It was also a record-breaking day for Kalechi Anyalabeci, who broke the school record for most career tackles. Cardinals look to keep the momentum going into their matchup against Lamar this weekend. While football was busy winning over at Benson, our volleyball team also got a much-needed win against Lamar University. After coming off a loss last Thursday, the Cardinals battled Lamar in 3 sets and held their own with an 11-point lead in the second and third set. On Sunday, the women's soccer team played against Texas A&M Corpus Christi on the road. Unfortunately, they fell short and lost 2-0. On Tuesday night, men's soccer traveled to South Carolina to play the College of Charleston, but couldn't find the net, losing 2-0. We know our soccer players can run fast, but do you know who can run faster? UIW's cross country. Zoe Del Rosario had a chance to talk to the team.
Both men and women ran very well. They were composed, they executed the race plan perfectly, and we were happy with it.
Confidence is what UIW's cross country is showing after a solid start to their season, winning their first meet and becoming pre-conference champions at the Nichols State Invitational.
We're ranked 6th out of 40 for the men, 11 out of 40 for the women. When you're in the top 5, you've got a good shot at maybe making it to the national meet as a team.
Only in her freshman year, Joy Gill has led the women's team in all their races while setting new school records.
I came into the year wanting to really see how far I could take my running, so I'm really pumped about the results and definitely hungry to chase after some more speedy times.
On the men's side, the team is seeing the growth of sophomore Chris Daniels, who got his first collegiate win over at Nichols.
I feel like I believe in myself a little bit more. My mindset's kind of flipped. I feel like I'm a top dog in the program, in the conference, so I'm just ready to show that to everybody else.
This past Saturday, UIW hosted their Cardinal Invitational here at Live Oak City Park. The men's took the big win over UTRGV, meanwhile the women's placed second just behind Northern Colorado University.
The sky's the limit. Our goal is to win the team title for the men and the women, and I believe that we're going to be in position to do that October 28th at Nichols.
The Cardinals will have a chance to climb up the rankings before the conference championship when they compete at the Arturo Barrios Invitational in College Station next week. For UIWtv, I'm Zoe Del Rosario.
This week, the Southland Conference named Joy Gill Cross Country Athlete of the Week following her performance at the UIW Invitational. She finished in second place overall with a new school record time of 20 minutes and 49 seconds. Keep up the good work. UIW's women's tennis is proud to have a sister duo writing their names in the history books. Graduate student Brandolyn Fulgenzi and junior Lauren Fulgenzi just did what many thought was impossible, winning the ITA Texas Regionals doubles title. They are the first duo to achieve this title in UIW and Southland Conference history. The currently unranked pair will travel to San Diego, California to play against the top 32 teams in the nation at the ITA Fall National Championships starting November 2nd. We'll be cheering for them. Since we're on that winning mindset, let's take a look at our Cardinals in action this weekend. Volleyball looks to defend their home court against Houston Christian University tonight at 6. On Friday, women's soccer takes on Southeastern Louisiana at Benson Stadium at 6:30 p.m. And football is staying home to play Lamar University on Saturday. That game kicks off at 4. Reminder that you can attend all these games at no cost with your student ID, so don't miss out. That's all I have for you in sports for now, but I'll catch you next time. For UIWtv, I'm Anthony Flamia. But before I go, I want to hear some of the responses to our social media question. Got anything good, Macy?
Thank you, Anthony. This week we asked, what do you like most about fall? Nyla Muhammad said the fall weather and a Starbucks drink. Melanie Calamag said having the cold weather to read with candles on or to watch Gilmore Girls. And Eric Lumalu said watching and listening to horror stories. Thank you all for your responses. You can always find our social media questions posted on the UIW ComArts social media handles.
That's all for our show this week. Thank you for tuning in.
Join us again on October 27th for our third newscast of the semester. We wish you a relaxing fall break and good luck on those midterms.
Until next time, I'm Emily Reyna.
And I'm Macy Lipke.
And this has been UIWtv.